YouTube's out, and it is Friday, May 1st. Rent is due, so let's see what we can do about that. So we are going to be breaking down MLB only here. We have our handful of games here, our usual slate. We are missing a couple pitchers, which is kind of annoying. It's like, what are we doing here, Baltimore? Boston, what are we doing, guys? We need pitchers. So we're going to break these down, whatever. We're going to roll through those. Let's recap yesterday. Yesterday, we only took 6 plays. I know, very short MLB card. We only took 6. We went 3-3. Over 9 for plus 106 in the Colorado Cincy game hit. That was nice. Peralta did get over 5.5 Ks for minus 125. Not the best line, but we got it. And then Bowers did get over the 1.5 HR for plus 110. So thanks to the plus odds, we had a profitable day. Very small profitable, but still, hey, green's green no matter how green it is, right? So we will take those. Pair that with how NBA, NHL went overall. Beautiful day overall. Tons of profits in the account today. So we move on. If you want the plays typed out for, every single sport, or you want the sheets, or you want to come join the chat and chat it up in there. See that everything gets posted in there. You can see all that breaking news, information, stuff like that, or just the sheets themselves. Because maybe you just want to do sheets and not have to listen to me. You can always do that. You got to go to Better Sheets. Simple as that. Go check it out. It's there. Cool. So, enough of that. We have our, I believe it's 15 games, right? It's Friday. Yeah, everybody plays on Friday. So let's stop wasting time. Let's get to the first one right now. All right, jumping in the first game, it looks like it's going to be Arizona and Chicago. And is it a 2 o'clock game? Is it really 2 o'clock? Am I wrong? Yeah, we got a day game, and then everything else is 6:40 and on. So one day game, great. So this is going to be Chicago 128, 6.5. We're going to pop over to the sheets. Sheets tell us what we need to look at stats wise. It does not include starting pitching information, does not include weather. It includes statistics only. It looks at box scores. That's all it does. So based on this, it does not like a side or total because you can see how everything is. That is too much red and yellow. There's nothing we can do here. Batter strikeouts, 9th and 20th. We don't want to take those. So we're not going to look at much here. This game's kind of cheeks. Over 7 mainly, but I don't trust these offenses. I just don't. They're 14th in runs and 12th in runs. That's both average. I want green if I'm betting on them, or I want red if I'm fading them. Simple as that. So, but Arizona's pitching is absolute cheeks. Chicago's pitching is actually pretty cheeks too, but we need to see the weather and all that stuff too, because you never know. So let's go ahead, bounce over here to Outliers so we can get us some props. You get you a free 7 days, a link in the pinned comment. Go join it. Simple as that. Let's change this up to Diamondbacks and Cubs, and our pitchers are going to be Colin Ray going up against Zach Gallen. We can take a look at that real quick and see. We want to see some weather real quick just because 44 degrees, 12.8 blowing in. So yeah, we're not taking it over. The total's currently sitting at 6.5 for a reason. I'd be damned. Look at earned runs real quick. I'll show those, but I'm not going deep into it. So let's go 2026. There's your earned runs. He gave up 6 in his last start. Good job. Good job, Colin. The other side is going to be Zach. Let's go with his earned runs. We're not doing strikeouts. We're not looking at anything. So yeah, this game is cheeks. We're going to leave this game absolutely alone. So let me show you some bats real quick. Yeah. Nah, this game's gonna be a 100. I'll live bet this, but even with the weather and the temperature, I might not even live bet it. I'm gonna be real with you because this game is ugly. So we'll see. We'll see. If you're in the chat later, we'll see what happens. But for now, I'm passing and moving on to a better game. All right. So you see how that went. Game 2 is going to be Texas Detroit. We'll see. We're looking for value. We're looking for things that have advantages. Simple as that. So we have Detroit 108 with a 7.5. The sheets tell us what we see. Detroit is 23rd in strikeouts at 9.2. Texas is only 15th. We don't care. The bats for Detroit are pretty good. 10th and 10th on hits and batting average. We could look at that. See if we can fade the Detroit, the Texas pitcher. We'll see what we got going on. So let's go ahead and pop the props. And we got Mackenzie Gore pitching today. So let's see. Gore hit, first off, it's going to be 46 degrees, 8.3 blowing out here at America. We come up here, we changed this to Mackenzie. What's Mackenzie's history? No home runs, not much data to be real. There's your strikeouts, not really anything there. So I see he's averaging 7 strikeouts per game. We see that. That's great. He's actually averaging 7. It's 5.5 for minus 110. Detroit is 23rd in strikeouts at 9.2. Question is he good on hits and earned runs? Earned runs, all over the place. He's at a 2.5, which is actually average. That's average. That's good. Hits, he is at 4.17, which I would say 4 to 5 is pretty average for hitters, or for pitchers, nothing crazy. So Detroit's bats are good, but they do strike out a good bit. So I kind of like the idea of taking Gore for strikeouts here. I kind of like it. Yeah, I like it so much I'm going to do it. So we're going to go Gore over 5.5 Ks. And I'm going to take that for that smooth minus 110 over at Novig. Absolutely. Good stuff. Let's go ahead and move on over to the other pitcher. Flaherty, 2026 earned runs. You can see that. Strikeouts, I don't care because Texas is 15th and he's not even really worth it anyway. So let's come down here and take a little peek at his information. Anybody popping off? Peterson's got 22 at bats, 318 with 3 home runs, a fire over eyes, and a 1.1 OPS. That's pretty good. I would say that's considering popping off. So let's go look at the bats, see what we got over here. change this up. Anybody wants to give me something good? Jung. Hey, Jung. Always good. Only when we have HR wise. So we're looking for people who have been doing well, in the last 5, last 10 games. So if he ain't, but he's been good. He continues to crush for us, and he's minus 117. I will take him. I'm going to continue to take him. So Jung over 1.5 HR for minus 117. He's on the list. We have Gore. I think we're good. I don't like a side. I don't like a total. We're going to move on next. All right, moving on to game 3 is going to be Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. You see it's Pittsburgh 122 with a 8.5. We pop to the sheets. We can see great bats. Below average bats, trash pitching. So over does make sense because both pitching staffs are absolute trash, and that is your starters and bullpen combined. So let's see who the pitchers are in this one. So let's get rid of these two, change it up to Pirates, and it's going to be Singer going up against Mitch Keller. Let's see what these two are up to. If either one's bad, we're taking their over. We're going to fade the pitchers today probably. So especially if it's Pittsburgh. We'll start with Pittsburgh. We'll start with Mitch Keller first. Let's go 2026. We got his earned runs. You see, sometimes he's amazing, sometimes he gets popped. So he's facing Cincy, who is 6th in average, 8th in runs, 9th in hits. They're doing good. They don't strike out much. Good stuff. Let's look at that history. How are we doing historically? Steers got a 368 with a home run, 375. We got a 083 for Friedel. Damn, dude, that's not good. Ellie's a buck 88. Stevenson's got a home run. He's only 286. So I was leaning him a little bit to go over because of this, but head to head, last 2 times they faced him didn't do too well. So we're not going to take that. We don't care about the rest of the stuff because it's not there. If you want to see all the information, you got to go get you a week for free. As simple as that. So we're only looking at things that actually help benefit what we're trying to take here. So actually back up. I'm looking at his hits too, because since he does a lot of hits, maybe he gives up hits. Let's see hits. Now head to head, he gave up 6 last time, 2026. He is averaging 4.6. I don't like that. If this was more plus money, if it was different, maybe, but no, go away. Let's go to Singer. Strikeouts. Pittsburgh is 28th in strikeouts at 10.6 on the batter side. So we do want to look over here real quick, grab some Singer, see the history. There's a home run for Reynolds. There's a home run for Cruz. That's about it, though. Strikeout wise, that's a lot of green on the strikeouts. That ain't good. That's a lot of zeros. Beginning, 0 strikeouts and 9 at bats for Gonzalez. But he's over 9. Crazy. We go strikeouts for you. You were not a strikeout guy. Sorry. Just nothing. You're 3.1 Singer. What are you doing? Absolute cheeks. That's what you are. You're absolute cheeks. We can't trust that at all. So let's go look at some bats and go find something better probably because this game is not looking good. See Low, looking at Daniel Low. We'll look at, I'm not doing a zero. Sorry. Bases. We got one HR prop to look at. It's low. And we go to 20, last 10. He's 70%, 2.6. He qualifies. That's good. Do we want to take him is the question. So we want Low versus, where you at? You on here? You're 1 for 7 over here historically. That ain't good. And you struck out half your bats or a quarter of your bats. That ain't good. I'm gonna leave that off. I think we're gonna pass on this and just move on to the next game. All right, so you see how we're doing, right? We're being cautious. If you want to take those things, you can, but I'm gonna take certain ones that help me out. So if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Love that saying. So moving on to game 4 is Milwaukee at Washington. Currently, we got Milwaukee 144 with a 7.5. You can see that. Let's go ahead and pop over the sheets. Sheets tells what? It does not like, it leans Milwaukee money line. Why? Milwaukee's bats are crushing. Milwaukee's pitching's crushing. Milwaukee's just crushing in general overall. Washington's bats are not good. They are getting runs in, but their averages and hits are just trash. Their pitching is actually doing quite well. It keeps getting better, surprisingly. So I guess when you play the Mets, you do pretty well because the Mets just aren't that good. So let's go over to the props and go look at the pitchers. Let's see who we got in this one. It's going to be Nationals. And it's going to be the Miz going up against Irvin. And one of the members put a nice little note in there about Mr. Jacob. Let me see what we got. Let me find that note real quick. So the Brewers started pitcher left yesterday after 1.3 innings. The bullpen got used more than they should have yesterday. Zerp was on the IL, so Miz should have to go longer than over. So it's thinking an over outplay. So hey, I'm down. Let's go. This is why I like to have him done chat. People that have other opinions, ideas, things I would never look at. So come here, Miz. Where are you at? Outs. You're at 16.5. If they want you to go a little longer, they're going to want you to go 6 innings. And I don't think we're too worried about Washington's bats doing anything. They're 30th in strikeouts, by the way, at 11 per game. Did you see that? The worst team in the majors at strikeouts. So you got somebody who's a strikeout guy. They want you to go long term. So over 16.5 for minus 121 should be good. Let's look at strikeouts too. Yeah, you're at only 6.5. Why? I'm bumping that up. I don't care. I'm going 7.5. We're going crazy. You're facing the worst strikeout team in the majors. Yes, sign me up for that. This is where we can be a little crazy, have a little fun out there. So they've never faced him. That's great for Jacob. Absolutely great. 2026, this is what he's done. He's eclipsed 8 or more 4 out of 6 times. I need it for plus 140. We're going to do that. So, uh, MISIOROWSKEI over. So it's going to be over 7.5 Ks for plus 140. We're chasing a little bit here. We're going for it because the numbers make sense. I could even go as crazy as damn. I could bump this bad boy up to 8.5 if I wanted to, and I might do a little bit of a ladder play because damn, look at these good odds. I can't use any of them. I have to come down here and get some plus 185 nonsense, some garbage. That's what that is. Um, Let's do a little sprinkle on 8.5, over 8.5. We'll do a sprinkle 8.5 for plus one. What was that number? 185. We'll chase that as well. So we'll do like a little bit of a 7.5 and an 8.5 because why not? If you don't want to go crazy, you just want to go 6.5 because you're like, I don't know about it because why is it 6.5? It doesn't make sense. Be my guest. Novik has it 119. I'll probably add that too. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do all three just because. So over 6.5 Ks for plus or minus 119. There we go. 3 plays on the same guy. How about that? Is that good for you? That's how you get a little crazy out there. So we got all 3 going out there. I think we're good there. The outs could be a thing too, but I think he's going to mow down some Nationals today. I think it's 30th and 11th strikeouts per game. Yeah, sign me up for that one, please. So flip side, let's go look at Jake. Jake Irvin. We see Irvin. You want to take any of that? Because Milwaukee's bats are crushing too. So I am also going to be taking Milwaukee here on the 1.5 for plus 116. I think he shuts down them. I think the bats pop off. I think Milwaukee whoops ass today. Speaking of which, people in my chat have already asked for, hey, can we have parlays every day? Because it's a new month, and I hit one yesterday in the other sports. I said, sure, let's do that. So we're going to do an MLB moneyline parlay. And I probably should do one of the other sports, but whatever. So we're going to put Milwaukee in this parlay. I'm going to try to remember to do one every day, but I keep forgetting. So you got to remind me. I forget things. So Jake, 2026 earned runs. He's not terrible, but he's facing Milwaukee, who's first in runs at 7.2. Good luck. You're going to need it. So let's go look at the bat props before we get out of here because I already have a Jacob ladder. Jacob's ladder. Funny. I did not plan that, but okay, whatever. So we got there's your batter props if you want to take any of these. We took Bowers yesterday. It hit nicely. You'll see. We might take him again if it looks good. Yeah, he's been crushing right now, and I can get it for plus. Well, damn, I need BetMGM. BetMGM is the best odds when it comes to the damn HRs every time. Novik is good though, so we'll do that one. So we'll do BAUERS over 1.5 HR for what was that, minus 113? What was that number? 113. Yeah, let's take that. So we got the Miz ladder for 6, 7, and 8.5 on each, and then we got Milwaukee 1.5. They're going to go to the money line parlay. I'm going heavy Milwaukee today. Put it that way. Let's move on next. Okay, moving on to game 5. That was a fun little matchup. Having ladders and money line parlays, and yeah, good stuff. So we're moving on to game number 5, which is Baltimore and the Yankees. And right there is going to be Yankees 164, 8.5. Is that the case? Let's see. Sheets like New York money line. Why? Because, well, Baltimore's pitching is absolutely abysmal. They are not good. Their bats are below average, even though they, did a little bit against Houston, still not there. And they played a doubleheader yesterday too. You gotta remember those things. Those 4 teams that play doubleheaders, they might be a little more tired than usual, so that could be a thing. Let's see. We got the Yankees bats, which are actually below average themselves. Their pitching is the only thing decent. So this game is not good. Let's be real. So this is live betting potential. That's about all I want to see in this one. So who's pitching? It's going to be Povich going up against Will Warren. We'll take a little peek real quick. 19th and 8th on strikeouts. We don't care about that. So we'll just grab the earned runs real quick, get a little idea of these to see what they're up to. Anybody suck? No, you've only had one start. I'm not messing with you. Sorry. 2026 earned runs. You've been great on earned runs. So Will Warren's been good. We're not going to mess with anything here. I'm not taking a side or a total. I don't even trust the Yankees at all, to be honest. So we're going to leave all those alone. Let's go ahead and grab the bats real quick, see if there's anything here. Probably not. Gunner's been popping off. You for a 0, no. Samuel for plus money for a 1.5, huh? At 100% or 80%? Yeah, this needs more. I need this to be 70 and 2.5. We can't take it. So Gunner is at 2 for 80%. And then 60, same thing for him. So yeah, this one's gonna be a full-on pass. Let's just move on to another game. All right, moving on to game 6. We got Houston and Boston. Let's see what we got over here. Where can we cook? Where can we cook? Right there is going to be Boston 113, 9.5. Let's go to our sheet. Sheets say nay. Hates this game. Why? Houston's bats are good. Boston's bats are good. Boston's pitching's good. Houston's pitching is below average. So over is definitely the thought process I'm having here. Let's go ahead and look at our pitchers. If our pitchers are bad, we're probably going to take it over and just ride it out. So let's see. Red Sox. Let's see. Oh, we don't even know who the pitchers are for Boston. So that's either. Let's see. This is one that even ESPN didn't know, right? Uh, that's been updated, right? Looks like that's got updated. Nope, still undecided. We still don't know anything. Great job, guys. Great job. So we know Burrows is going out there. Let's look at Burrows' earned runs because as long as he is, let's look at his earned runs. This man gives up runs. Yes, he hands them out like candy on Halloween. Knock on the door, trick or treat, boom, Reese cups. That's what you get. So good stuff here. And there's somebody named Jake Bennett apparently. Okay, great. That works. Is that a bullpen game? Yeah, we're going. So let's look at the weather. Weather's going to be blowing slightly out, 60 degrees. Pretty chill day. Nice. Nothing crazy. Or night, I should say. It's going to be 7 p.m. Still a little bright. So give me Boston, Houston over 9.5 or plus 107. That's where I'm going with that. So let's go ahead and bounce over here to the bats. Take a look-ski and see what we got. Not much on the last 10 front. So we got bases. We got you for you're pretty decent. Because I need 80. I need this, but I also need the green in the 10 spot too. So here we got 70%. I mean, this looks good. 3-2, 70%, 1.5, 113 for I'm taking Isaac. We're gonna go this. So PAREDES over 1.5 HR. We're gonna grab you for a minus 113 play. I think that's the move. I think that's all we're gonna do in this one, too, to be honest with you. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. All right, so game 7 is going to be Philadelphia in Miami. We got Philly as a 109 favorite with a 7.5. We popped the Sheets. The Sheets hates this game. It leans Philly kind of, and I kind of agree because Miami can't. They can't score. They can't hit the ball. Like the Dodgers, they beat twice in a row somehow, but somehow they only score 5 runs in 2 games and won both games. How? 27 strikeouts. That's what we're focusing. Why? Because you know who's pitching today for Philadelphia? If you guess Wheeler, you'd be correct because he is pitching. So, in his one game so far this season, he went 5 innings. In those 5 innings, he struck out 6 Braves. Impressive. It was a good game. Now you think, okay, well, it's over 6.5 strikeouts for plus 112. That looks pretty good. You damn right looks good. I've already added that to the list. Question is, am I going to another ladder? We already did one ladder with Jacob. Are we going to do another ladder? And I think I am. Why? Well, he played him one time last year. I don't know if you know what happened in that game. Let me show you. That happened. 13 strikeouts. Literally. Dude couldn't miss last time. And Miami is striking out a ton right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a 7 and an 8.5 as well. Just like we did with the Miz, we're going to do the same thing with Wheeler because Wheeler pitched 5 innings. I think he's going to go at least 6 innings. Hell, if he's feeling it, he might even go 7. Who knows? But I want to roll the dice. Let's have a little fun, right? So for 6.5, I get that for plus 112. If I bump it up to 7.5, excuse me while I go make a Kalshi account because plus 218, yeah, I'll take that there, but I don't have an account there yet, so I need to check it out first. But I can get it for plus 150 on Hard Rock, so I'll put it on the list at 150, but I'll change it if I can get Kalshi if I remember to do it. So we're gonna go same thing, but we're gonna go 7.5, and we're gonna go 8.5, and this one's gonna be for 150. And what's the 8.5? Like, let's just see, maybe he gets to double digits. Crazier things have happened, right? Exactly. So we go all lines. We go 8.5. What do we got here? 425. Are you kidding me? And I can get it for 260. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. Wow. Let me check something real quick. Let me see. Okay, I had to make sure I can use Kalshi for it. Yeah, I'm gonna sign up for Kalshi. I'm gonna have to with them not with them correct them numbers. I have to go check it out. So, but I will put the Hard Rock line on there just because I know I could use Hard Rock. So let's see, 260 for 8.5. So we'll do that. So it gives me another ladder. We're good there. I'm also going to take Philly because Philly's bats are, as you see, they're good at getting runs. They're 10th in runs, they're 12th in hits, 12th in average. Let's see who they're facing. Who they're facing? They're facing Perez. Let's check Perez out real quick. If Perez is average, I'm taking Philly 1.5. If he's bad, earned run wise, he's actually good at strikeouts, surprisingly. Earned runs, yeah, he giving up 2.67. Then the bullpen comes in. I'm gonna take Philly. What's the money line for Philly? 109. I'm gonna take the money line. I'm also actually I'm not gonna take a money line. I'm just gonna put them into the money line parlay. How about that? That's what we do there. So Philly is going to join Milwaukee. We're gonna take the Wheeler ladder and let's move on next. All right, moving on to game 8. It's going to be San Fran and Tampa. And currently we got Tampa 134, 7.5. We go to the sheets. Sheets show that Tampa has been on fire, but they did lose their last game to Cleveland. So the pitching is amazing for Tampa. The bats are not so much. And then San Fran is average to below average, below average on their bats and average on their pitching. So far, I would kind of lean Tampa because it is in Tampa. That's why it's a 6.4, not a 7 plus. But hey, if the pitching makes sense, I would take Tampa money line just because. But we got to see who's tossing that tater out there. So let's see. Get rid of these two, change up the Rays, and what we got? We got Robbie Ray facing the Rays. Funny versus Shane McClanahan. Absolute funny as well. Let's see what we got. So earned runs 2026. He had a great game against Minnesota. He's at 2 average. That's good stuff. We come down here. We go McClanahan versus any information we need. We got a home run, but it's 2 for 10. Nothing there. 368 for Devers. That's it. Home run for Chapman, only 188. Not the best. We flip side. We got a Robbie Ray history. We got 318 for Diaz with a home run. We got 2 home runs for Mullins and 12 at bats. That's good. Buck 54 for Walls. Junior's never faced them. Simpson never faced them. You can see some of that too. So I don't love the side for Tampa. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't love it. Let's look at the earned runs for you as well. Earned runs, you can see you've been pretty good. We got a 167 average on the whole season, and we got a 2 average on the whole season. 24th and 14th. So San Fran is 24th in strikeouts at 9.4. So let's go back to McClanahan. Let's go strikeouts real quick and see. Yeah, 4.5, 4.5, and a 7's not making me want to bet a strikeout prop. I want to see the Miz and Wheeler strikeout numbers. That's what I want to see, not that. So we're going to leave both these games just alone. Let's go look at the bats real quick. Sometimes it just don't look good. You don't take it. Schmidt, only 80%. Nothing looks good. 50% last 10. Come on, guy. Nah. So yeah, we're going to fully pass and move on to the next game. All right, moving on to game 9. We got Toronto and Minnesota. Great stuff. Let's see. It's a pick 'em. Really, it's a pick 'em with an 8.5. Interesting. Why? Toronto's bats are cheeks. Minnesota's bats are average. Minnesota's pitching is average. Toronto's pitching is above average. So this kind of leans Minnesota more than anything, but not enough for me to really want to take Minnesota. Does that make sense? Yeah. So let's go over here. Let's grab, first of all, let's get rid of some of these other things. Get rid of the pitchers. Good job. Clean it up. Good job. So we want Twins first. Let's get rid of all this. We got PC going up against Simeon Woods Richardson. Okay, so we'll kind of look at it. Why not? Toronto was number 1 in batter strikeouts because I told you last week Toronto will be back in the top 10, and sure as shit, there they are, number 1. San Diego will be there too. Minnesota's 6 right now, 7.2. So neither team are strikeout worthy. So we're not looking at those. We're just going to kind of see if either pitcher sucks like earned runs or anything. Simeon's been giving up some runs. This is runs 5, 6, 3, 4. That's a 3.5 average on the whole season. You go last 5, it's even worse, 3.8. So we could fade him because Toronto's bats are trash. 29th in average, 29th in hits, and 25th in runs. We can't mess with that. That's terrible. Terrible. Let's see the history. It's making it real hard not to like fade him. I almost want to take this 2.5 because Toronto might use this as a breakout game. I'm gonna tell you right now. So 3 home runs for Schneider and 7 at bats. What the actual hell is that? That is crazy. What are we doing here? Hold up, Schneider. Are you over here on this list? If you are, apps autoplay. I don't care what you're doing. Let's see. Let's see, Schneider. Are you in close? Are you close? Oh, I got to dig for you. That ain't good. That ain't good. Oh my God, really got to dig for you. Oh, wait, I don't see you. Why am I blind? Why the hell am I blind? Why am I not seeing you anywhere? That's a problem. Let's see. Hold up, I got this. SCH. Excuse me. Where is Mr. Schneider? Because I need to see him, and he's not showing up. So he must be hurt or something because he's not popping up. But then he wouldn't pop up here either. So I don't get it. But if you can find him for a prop, he's probably, that's nasty. That might be something to take. So I don't know. He might be hurt. Who knows? So let's go and pop the other side. There's also a lot of green here. Let's go to the other pitcher. PC earned runs last few games. Been good. First game rough, better. This is a Toronto lean, but I cannot put them anything because I can't trust a team like this that bats like that. I can't trust that at all. So that is still crazy. Schneider, what the numbers? SCH, that's crazy. That's crazy. So I don't think I want to take anything here. Yeah, I can't do it. Like, yeah, bad pitching versus bad bats. Nobody wins that game. Nobody wins that. So, let me check it one more time. Literally, just no SCH. He's not popping up. Okay, cool. Whatever. No props. That's cool. We move on. Next. All right, moving on to game 10. We got Dodgers. We got St. Louis. Looks like, where's it at? I just saw it right there. Dodgers 161, 8.5. Dodgers have lost 2 in a row to Miami of all teams who can't do anything with the bats, which is still weird to me. We go to the sheets. We see what? Dodgers pitching is great. Their bats are average, but yet they just, I mean, that Cubs game is about to fall off, which is going to drastically affect their batting numbers. Just watch tomorrow's video. You're going to see that in red probably because that's not good. So, St. Louis looks like a bag of Skittles, all sorts of colors, nothing crazy. Let's go over here and take a look at our who's throwing that ball today. So let's see what we got. And it's going to be Sheehan going against Liberatore. And I don't know. I don't know. 22nd strikeouts for St. Louis, second for the Dodgers. So nothing really standing out. We got to go earn runs only. And we look at Liberatore, 5.44 here. He's averaging 2.67. We go last five, which we should be doing, is three. He's averaging three in his last 5 games. So against the Dodgers bats, which are average, which probably might be below average too. So I'll leave that off. Sheehan going against St. Louis's bats, which are second in runs. And we saw what they did to Paul Skeens. We saw what they did to him. So, I mean, yeah, they got him. They got him pretty good. So, Sheehan earned runs. How you doing today, buddy? We go 2026. Your earned runs have not been the best. You've been getting better, but I mean, it was Colorado, the Cubs, not bad. Let's go look at these averages. Anybody got some good history? Ew, not much here. There's some stuff, but nothing really standing out. St. Louis side, nothing either. So I kind of lean, I'm gonna be real, I kind of lean St. Louis at home. But this is gonna be a live betting situation. This isn't one of those ones you put in a parlay because yeah, Emmett's been giving up some runs, but he's been getting better too. But he faced I'm a little torn. St. Louis is second in runs for a reason because they're getting on base. That's what they do. So let's go look. We might have a couple bat props we could take though. Let's go over here and take a look. We should have a few bat props. So yeah, see how the last 10 columns green too? That's what you want to see. You want green on both of them to make it make sense. So like, we know JJ is going to qualify. We know Pedro is going to qualify, but see if they have the right number. So 3.6 over a 1.5 or plus 105, and the last 10 does this. Yeah, they qualify. We know that was going to happen. Good stuff. So JJ for minus 105. Is that JJ? So it's going to be it's going to be Weather Holt over 1.5 HR for, I can't get plus 105, can I? I can get minus 105, which, hey, I guess I'll take it. It could be worse, I know. Let's get rid of you. How about Pedro? Pedro last 10. Pedro is only a half, though. I can't trust that, so we're going to leave that off. Not good odds. So we got JJ. That's good enough. I think that's all I want in this one. This will be a very highly live bet one, I can tell you right now, because of the offenses and the teams involved. So, but for now, we'll just take JJ and move on. Next. All right, moving on to game 11. We got Atlanta and Colorado, and Atlanta's going to be a big ass favorite. We know they are. 170, not surprised. 10.5, interesting. We go sheets. Sheets say what? We got Atlanta's bats are average. Colorado's pitching is above average, even with the runs. It's nice. Their bats are above average, and Atlanta's pitching is above average. So this is overall pretty even matchup. But it leans under 11 because it's not used to these high ass scores because it doesn't all it looks at is data and the odds. It doesn't look at where it is. It doesn't understand it's in Colorado. So I should put something into the thing that says, hey, you're in Colorado. Add a little bit to it. I should do that, but I'll get to it around eventually. So let's get rid of this and this. Let's see who our pitchers are in this one. So we want some Bravos, we want the Rockies, and we got the Grant Holmes against Quintana. Interesting little matchup. Let's see. 21st in strikeout versus 26th in strikeout. So we could be looking at strikeouts from both of them, potentially. Potentially. But I know Grant Holmes ain't no strikeout guy anymore. He just stopped doing it. He struck out 15 one time and said, guess what? I'm done. No more. So let's look at this real quick. First off, weather 66.9 blowing in. Nice. Why is this so high? Is it because of the teams both bats are good? Maybe, could be a thing. Albies has 3 home runs in 19 at bats. We're a 474 versus Quintana. Home run. They like facing this man clearly. So we go to their side. A lot of red. They don't do well against Grant. It's only been one game, but still, Grant shuts that ass down. So Grant, 2026. What you been up to, buddy? Earn runs, you can see what he's doing. That's pretty good stuff. He has a 2.17 average. Very nice. We go strikeouts. How you been doing? Yeah, you don't strike people out no more. That's just not your thing. So nothing from you. Quintana, can we fade you? That's the question. Strikeouts, cool. Nah, we won't earn runs, my friend. You've been pretty decent earn run wise. Only a 2.5 for a Rockies pitcher. That's amazing. You know this. I know this. We all know this. So, it's at 3.5 for plus 120. I almost want to take the Braves, but the Rockies are right. Their numbers are good. The numbers are good for the Rockies. They've won. They're 14 and 18. You saw that, right? Look at the Rockies, 14 and 18. That's amazing. They're not the worst team in baseball. They're not even close to the worst team in baseball. They are like bottom half, yes, but not bottom 5. No, they're playing well this year. So, and then it's 17-7. Technically, power rating wise, Colorado's better in the last 5 games. Better, I know, crazy. So, we are going to be smart here and just go over here, grab some bat props potentially, but probably leave this shit alone because why? Why would we do this? Like Olsen 2.5 sounds ridiculous, but hey, the way he's been hitting, he's hitting 5 every day. So Troy Johnson, he's been pretty good. Olsen bases. We got McCarthy. Yeah, we got three potential plays right here. So Olsen, I took him yesterday. He finally had a bad day. You're gonna have bad days, but guess what? Now you get to go to Colorado. Time for some good days. 2.5 for plus 110. We go head to head. That's what he's done versus Colorado in the last year and a half. 3.3 average. It seems like the way to go. 3.4 on a 2.5 with that numbers. That's good stuff. What about Johnston last 10? He's been pretty good. He's at 2 average on a 1.5. I wish this was closer, so I'm not going to take it. It needs to be closer to 2.5. It needs to be closer. McCarthy, though, is at 2 as well. He's been doing well, but again, I'm not going to take it. I think Olsen's the way to go here. I'm going to take him. I think he's going to bounce back from that bad day because he's been crushing so much. Now, if he has back-to-back bad days, he's going to about to go on a stretch of bad days. So over 2.5 HRR for that. Can I get plus money on him? Can I get plus 105? Absolutely. I'll take it for plus 105 because it's in cores. I'm okay with that. Let's move on. Next. All right. Game 12 is Mets and Angels. Ew. Ew. Disgusting. It is Mets 114, 8.5. And ew. Look at this. Ew. All red up here, except for the 1-8-0 win over Washington. 10 and 21, 12 and 20. The Rockies are better than both of them. Told you. Told you. Talent wise, probably not, but overall playing, they're doing better. So, they can't hit, they can't pitch, and then vice versa. This is actually a decent matchup. So both sides of the inning is going to be weird. They're evenly matched both sides. So let's go to props, see who the pitchers are. I'm not touching this shit. Absolutely not. I'm not even live bet this game. It's like, look at this. Look at this. We have nothing here because we got Walbert Urena going up against Christian Scott. And I took Urena for strikeouts before, and he got absolutely destroyed. So no thank you. I want nothing to do with this. Let me just go ahead and show you some bats to get the hell away from this before I catch something itchy, and I don't want that. So Tyrone Ted, nope. Nope, nothing. Absolute cheeks. This game's trash. Let's move on. Next. All right, game 13. Cleveland and the A's. A little bit better matchup, though. Good stuff. So we got, you can't see it. Let me make where you can. It is going to be Cleveland 107 with a 9.5. We go to the Sheets. Sheets tell us what? It leans the A's, believe it or not, with an under 9.5. Why? Because Cleveland's bats are not that good. They've lost 4 out of 5. They just finally beat Tampa. They are 16 and 16. The A's have a better record. Their pitching is better. Cleveland's pitching is pretty good too, and the A's bats are good, except they are stranding the hell out of some runs. That tells me if you're live betting the A's a lot, you're losing money probably on them because they are stranding to everyone out there. So interesting little notes. So let's go ahead and look at our who's strikeouts 10 and 12. No batter strikeouts to worry about. So let's go look at our pitchers and get rid of. I should bring that back. Thank you. I need that screen. And I get rid of these 2 screens. There we go. So we're going to get rid of this game, and then we're going to wait for it to load and change it up to the Guardians. So we got JT again going up against Cantillo. Interesting. We don't care about strikeouts, so we're just going to look at the weather and stuff. 82 degrees, wind blowing slightly out, so potential for higher scoring. Sure, makes sense. We come over it again. Nothing there. We flop sides. We go Cantillo. Nothing there as well. So it's good for the pitchers. We go earn runs this year. How have they been doing? Cantillo, pretty good stuff. He's a 167. Good stuff. Let's go look at JT. Earn runs on you this season, you're at 1.25. Both pitchers good. Cleveland bats bad. A's bats can't score anybody. I like the under here, I think. So it's like 9.5. I think I'm gonna go under. I think I'm gonna take this under 9.5 in this one. So minus 106. I'm gonna go for that. So under 9.5. I'm gonna take that. Let's go look at the bats real quick, see if there's anybody stand out. Let's see. Oh, we got Langoliers, who is way overpriced. Why are you so damn pricey? Jacob Wilson's way overpriced. Bases is actually decent, but I don't take bases. You can if you want to, but these 2 might be decent, but I'm gonna leave them off. I already got the under 9.5. Let's move on. Next. All right, game 14 is gonna be Chicago and San Diego, which is going to be right here. San Diego 139, 8.5 is our total. We go to the sheets. Sheets show us another close matchup. Chicago's bats are not that great right now. San Diego's pitching is not great right now. Flip side, this side of the inning is going to be different. Everything's average. San Diego is scoring runs, though. That's actually good for them. But other than that, there's not much here. 29th in strikeout, so maybe a San Diego strikeout prop potentially. Hell, maybe a third ladder. Who knows? Let's see who the pitchers are. I would love that. I don't really recall anybody from San Diego being a straight up, like, just amazing strikeout pitcher, though. Let's see. You never know. Could be wrong. I might be thinking some other ones. No. No, thank you. No, thank you. You, good sir, are not a strikeout pitcher, so it's not going to happen. Earned runs wise, we go 2026. He got a Wendy's with a break between each one. That's crazy. So we got your history here versus, and you got your history for him. Nothing, obviously. We go over here. We look at your earned runs. You've only pitched in 3, yeah. So you have a 2 average. The other guys 0.4, 0.4. Yeah, nothing at all worth a damn in this one. definitely some bat props potentially. These two teams are too close right now. San Diego's 19-11, but they lost 3 out of 5. That ain't good. So anybody worth looking at? Machado is 40% in the last 10, but he is 80%. So he's 4 out of 5. And before that, he was 0 for 6. So we can't trust that. Hayes, pretty close situation as well. We can't take either one of those. So this one's a pass. We move on. Next. Last game on the docket is going to be Kansas City and Seattle. And we can see currently it is Seattle 130 with a 7.5. We go to the sheets. Sheets show us, well, it leans the over. Why? Let's see. The bats for KC are popping. The bats for Seattle are popping. Number 1 in average at 291. Number 3 at 284. It's pretty good stuff. Both pitching staffs. Yeah, this is an over setup all damn day. Let's got to make sure the pitchers are good. If the pitchers are average or worse, we're going over. So let's go ahead and get rid of those two. Change it up. Let's see if we can get it over here. So it's going to be Mariners or Royals. It's going to be Woo going up against Reagans. I don't know what the earned runs look like. So let's see. 2026 earned runs. Woo did get popped for 7 last game. If you go last 5, he's averaging 2.6. And he's getting worse as the day goes. So yeah, and then we go over here to Cole, 2026 earned runs, and we can see last 5, and we can see he got popped for 7 against New York. So both pitchers have been popped recently. Let's look at them overall histories. Woo versus not much data. That's one game. Don't really care much. Seattle, same situation. Nothing stands out. So I am going to take the over. Yeah, because that my stats included all the pitchers. It's the stats period. So give me that over 7.5 or plus 115 because both bats are crushing right now. And let's go look at our bat props to see if anything stands out. So there's a lot of potentials here. Massey 0, 0, 0. Why these zeros? What the hell? Why would I do 0.5? I don't know. And they're not even close. Like the odds are ridiculous. Bases. Bobby Witt. Bobby Witt qualifies. Holy shit, I haven't seen Bobby Witt qualify in a while. So now he didn't qualify yesterday. He did bad, but before that, you see he's been crushing. And he's what? I get Bobby Witt plus money. I'm down. Witt's over 1.5 HRR or plus. Well, that's cow sheet, which I got to go find out if I can do or not. Otherwise, it's minus 105. So we'll keep the hard rock numbers on there. 105. I am going to absolutely take that. That is good stuff indeed. So that's gonna be that game right there. That game is the first place since the Braves game. That's crazy. That's not really. We took the over last game. So I think we're done. How many plays is that? Now our money line parlay is only 2 games. Question is, I'm going to take that off. Only 2 games that look good. I want to take. I have 3 totals now. I have a lot of I have 2 ladders, which really I don't have that many props overall. I'm just really banking on the Miz and Wheeler to dominate strikeout wise because their matchups are beautiful matchups. But other than that, it's kind of a chill day. There's not that much there. So let me show you the schedule. Tomorrow is Saturday. Let's look at it. Ooh, flashbang. There you go. Who do we got? We got some Chris Sale going out there. We got some Lugo. We got some Sasaki. We got Kumar. And we got Aaron. Okay. Okay. I see the peoples. I see the vision. I see it. It's all there. It starts at 1:35. So I will return tomorrow. We will be back. Go to Better Sheets. Come join the chat. I'll put live bets there. We'll talk about other plays. I might add a parlay. Whoever knows and might join. If I feel like it, who knows? Get the sheets. Get typed out list of plays. It's all there for you. I appreciate you being here as always. Drop a like, subscribe if you haven't. It helps out. And I will see you tomorrow for more MLB. Peace.